Real Madrid have really fallen from grace shamelessly, man, because this club, when they wanted a player, they would go buy him. No matter the price tag. They did not care. Look at the transfer window when they went out and got Cristiano Ronaldo. They got Ronaldo. They got Kaká. They got all these players, multiple Ballon d'Or winners in the same transfer window. Benzema. And now, all they do is free agent, free agent, free agent. And many people are going to come to me and say, oh, it's because Real Madrid, they do transfer smart. Oh, yeah? Why is your center back depth so weak? Huh? You got Hoyson, and that's all. And Rudiger is getting up there in age. They don't like Asensio. And then, Militao and Alaba. Damaged goods, man. Damaged goods. They definitely need a center back. That's why they were linked with Romero. He extended. Konata they're linked with. They got to hope he doesn't extend. And then there's Saliba, and they got to hope he doesn't extend. But, hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. If I had to put my house on it, he's going to extend. So, they know Arsenal need a left winger. And they know that Arsenal at the moment need to sell players before being able to sign a left winger. And this is the thing. Arsenal have interest in Rodrygo. So you know what they said? Real Madrid would consider doing a swap deal for Saliba for Rodrygo. Now, the team that would end up winning there is Real Madrid, because you're going from a player that you don't really want at the club and you don't really even need to sell him. You're comfortable not selling him because you're not really pushing for a deal to get done with him, even with clubs coming in checking in on him. You're asking for 100 million. Nobody's asking for 100 million. If you pivot to 80 million, then that's when Madrid want to sell him. But they don't really want to sell him. They're comfortable with keeping him at the club and with what they have. But they know if they are not going to be able to go out and pay 80 million for Saliba, and that's what it's going to take. So they are offering basically, hey, would you guys do a little swap? Just checking in, testing the waters. Arsenal should absolutely hang up the phone, block them on everything, forget about the Rodrygo deal, because anyways, I would prefer this deal 10 out of 10 times anyways. Eze, man. Eze would be a fantastic deal for Arsenal. Apparently, Spurs are all in for him, and they're getting close to agreeing to it. But I don't know how accurate this is, because at the end of the day, Eze is an Arsenal supporter. And personally, me, if I was in that situation, I'd rather stick it out and play European competition with, Crystal Palace next season than play for Spurs and wait for Arsenal. Because at the end of the day, Arsenal are interested in Eze, but they need to go out and sell a couple players. They got to sell the likes of Trossard, Vieira, Sinchenko. These are players that they need to offload in order to be able to buy Eze due to financial fair play rules, because Arsenal actually follow them, unlike the likes of Manchester City. Oh, sorry, I had a sneeze right there. Oof. But yeah, Manchester City, they don't follow financial fair play rules. 115 breached that we know of. And we already know they're going to extend that little say so they get a slap on the wrist. But anyways, this is what Arsenal should be all over it. Don't not swap Saliba for Rodrygo. And if there is a fear in an Arsenal fan that they think that Saliba would actually leave Arsenal on a free to Real Madrid, I want you to see this. I want you to see this right now.
When are you going to sign the new contract? We're waiting.
Oh, hopefully sooner.
Okay, hopefully. God willing. God is great. Every time.
Yeah?
Hopefully soon. God is great. When are you going to sign that contract? Hopefully soon. That is the face and answer and everything of an Arsenal player that's going to be here the next 10 years. I'll tell you that much. You do not say that. You do not say that if you are planning to leave the club, man. All Saliba wants to do is compete and win titles, and he will be doing that at Arsenal. That's why it's so important to go out and fix the left winger. But we are not going to fix the left winger while giving up one of our top 3 players at the club, because genuinely Saliba is one of the 3 most important players at the club. Aside from Declan Rice and Saka, there's not really an argument to say who is more important than William Saliba, who's been an absolute Rolls Royce. Repeated phrase because he's earned that phrase, man. So William Saliba must stay at the club. I'd rather see Martinelli, who I hate more than myself, at left winger. When I watch Martinelli play left wing, genuinely takes days out of my life. And I'm willing to stick with that if it means Saliba stays at the club long term. And Rodrygo's a class player. Rodrygo wants to play left wing. I understand that. He's a better left winger than he's a right winger, and he's a world-class right winger. But the thing is, I'm keeping William Saliba, arguably the best center back in the world. Why break that partnership? The partnership of Gabriel and Saliba wins you titles. It's going to win you titles. Don't break that. So, Real Madrid, nice try. You're moving like broke Barcelona. Honestly, you clowned them and now you turned into them. Congratulations. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. If you were Arsenal, would you make this swap of Rodrygo for Saliba? Personally, I'm not doing that. I'd rather pivot to Eze 100 times out of 100. Arsenal need to hijack this deal. It's very doable because this guy is an Arsenal fan and he would love to play for Arsenal. And playing for Spurs as an Arsenal fan is actually diabolical. Well, who do you think you are, Kuleveski?